You will spend nearly 27 years of your life asleep. That is almost a third of your entire life. Gone, not lived, not remembered, just switched off. Now imagine that switch never existed. Imagine your body never needed sleep again. No tiredness, no 2 p.m. crash, no bedtime. You get all 27 of those years back. Sounds like a win, right? It is not. The more you learn about why we sleep, the more you realize something important. Losing sleep wouldn't make you better. It would make you fall apart. And the proof comes from a teenager, a deadly disease, and even a jellyfish with no brain. So let's start with what happens inside your head every night. In 2012, a scientist named Maiken Nedergaard found something nobody had noticed before. She found a cleaning system inside your brain. This system turns on mostly when you sleep. Here's why that matters. All day long, just by thinking and working, your brain creates waste. Some of that waste is harmful. One type is even linked to Alzheimer's disease. At night, this cleaning system flushes that waste away. So what happens if you skip sleep? The cleaning never happens. The waste just builds up. Imagine never taking the trash out of your house week after week. That is what starts happening inside your brain when you don't sleep. And that is just the first problem. So what happens if someone tries to go without sleep completely? In 1963, one teenager found out the hard way. In December 1963, a 17-year-old named Randy Gardner tried to break a record. He decided to stay awake for 11 days straight. A sleep scientist from Stanford, William Dement, watched him the entire time. What happened to him is hard to read. In the first few days, he felt sick and started forgetting things. By the end of the first week, his speech was slurring. He could barely finish a sentence. In his final days awake, he began seeing things that weren't there. By day 11, his brain couldn't even handle simple tasks anymore. He finally slept and slowly recovered, but for 11 days his body had been shutting down piece by piece. Here's what makes this scarier. What was happening to Randy wasn't just about feeling tired. Sleep was also in charge of two other things he couldn't survive without: his memory and his immune system. And both of those were breaking down too. While you sleep, your brain sorts through everything that happened that day. It decides what to remember and what to forget. This is why students who sleep before an exam usually do better than students who stay up all night studying. Studying only works halfway without sleep after it. At the same time, your body uses sleep to repair itself. It releases a hormone that helps you grow and heal. It also keeps your immune system strong. That's why people who don't sleep enough get sick more often. And when they do get sick, they take longer to recover. So sleep is not just rest. It is maintenance your whole body depends on. Randy Gardner's body wanted sleep so badly that it started shutting down. But he still had a choice. He could have stopped any time and gone to sleep. There's a disease where people don't even get that choice. The body just loses the ability to sleep completely. And it shows exactly what happens when sleep disappears for good. It's called Fatal Familial Insomnia. Italian doctors first described it in 1986. It's caused by one faulty gene. That gene slowly destroys a part of the brain that controls sleep. As the damage spreads, sleep gets harder and harder. Eventually, it becomes impossible. After that, the person starts seeing and hearing things that aren't there. They lose weight fast. Their mind starts breaking down. Most people die within about 18 months of their first symptoms. To be fair, it's not the lack of sleep alone that kills them. It's the brain damage causing both the insomnia and the decline. But the lesson is still the same. No brain has ever been found that can stop sleeping and just keep working fine. Now, step away from humans for a second, because the rest of the animal kingdom shows the exact same pattern. Elephants and giraffes sleep the least of any land animal. They only need 2 to 4 hours a day, and they often sleep standing up. That's about as close as any animal gets to skipping sleep, and even they can't skip it completely. Even fruit flies sleep, even though they only live a few weeks. The strangest case is the jellyfish. It has no brain at all, but scientists found that it still enters a sleep-like state every night. If you disturb that state, it becomes slower to react and slower to recover. Somehow, even an animal with no brain still needs something like sleep. And in lab tests, rats that were kept completely awake died faster than rats that were starved of food. Losing sleep was more deadly than losing food. So think about everything you just heard. Your brain has a cleaning system that only runs while you sleep. Your memory only finishes saving itself while you sleep. Your immune system needs sleep to stay strong. A real teenager started losing his mind after just a few days without it. A real disease shows what happens when sleep disappears forever. And animals across the entire planet follow the same rule, even ones with no brain at all. This isn't some small mistake evolution forgot to fix. This is a rule that nothing alive has ever found a way around. So maybe those 27 years aren't wasted time. Maybe sleep isn't a pause button. Maybe it's the price your brain pays just to keep you human. And if we ever removed sleep completely, we wouldn't just get more time back. We'd become something else completely. Something built on a different blueprint than every living thing that has ever needed to close its eyes.